Hello everyone, my name is Meghna. Today I'm going to present my internship project FoodGenie, which is a real-world AI food delivery application built using the MERN stack during my internship at WebStack Academy. So coming to the goals of the internship, the main goals of this internship were to learn full stack development practically, understand how professional software architecture works, handle security, and build a production ready web application from scratch. Technology stack overview. Front end. So in the MERN stack, we have different kinds of domains like front end, back end framework, database, state management, security, and payments. So in the front end, we have React.js, HTML5, CSS3, JavaScript. So for the backend framework, we have Node.js and Express.js in this project. For the database, we have we have done with MongoDB. That is an NoSQL database. For the state management, we used Redux Toolkit. And for security and payments constraints, we have used JSON Web Tokens, JWT, Bcrypt, and Stripe API. I use the MERN stack for this project. So I feel like MongoDB for flexible data storage, Express and Node for a fast backend server, React for a dynamic single page user interface, and Redux Toolkit to manage the application's global state efficiently. Now comes the backend foundation and Express setup. Modular architecture. So coming to the backend architecture, I set up a robust Express environment. All configuration credentials like database URIs and JWT secrets are safely kept inside environment variables using a .env file, ensuring professional security standards. Now the modern asynchronous control. To handle data fetching from the database without blocking the main server thread, I heavily utilize JavaScript async or await. This keeps the code clean, readable, and makes handling errors during API calls much simpler compared to traditional chaining. So we have modern JavaScript flow here, readability and maintainability, error handling. Now the database communication and HTTP standards. During this internship, the instructor taught us about the HTTP protocols and standards also, which are heavily useful when you're doing a web application. So for communication between the front end and database, I followed strict REST API standards. I mapped features to correct HTTP methods like GET for fetching data, POST for creation, and utilized proper HTTP status codes like 200 for success and 404 or 500 for error handling to make debugging predictable. User authentication and security JWT. So we have a secure workflow here. Security is a vital part of FoodGenie. I implemented user authentication using JSON Web Tokens. When a user logs in, a unique encrypted JWT token is generated by the server. This token acts as a digital pass, protecting secure features like order history and profile edits from unauthorized users. Now, the component-driven UI development. So for the front end, I use React powered by Vite. The entire interface is broken down into modular components like student dashboards, restaurant cards, and menu views. This component-driven approach ensures high reusability and quick UI rendering. Now comes the Redux Toolkit state flow. So this is a global state flow. Managing data across multiple layers in a massive app like food delivery is tricky. So I use Redux Toolkit. As you can see in the diagram, when a user requests data, an action is dispatched, handled by a slice reducer via API calls, updates the central store, and instantly reflects across the UI seamlessly. Now for the seamless payment integration using Stripe, this is a secure transaction flow. For the checkout process, I integrated for the Stripe payment gateway. The process is completely secure. Our backend talks directly to the Stripe API server using checkout sessions, redirects the client to a secure Stripe hosted payment page, and brings them back to our application once the order succeeds. In conclusion, this internship taught me how to handle real world challenges, secure API keys, and write scalable clean code. Now I'll share my screen and give you a live demonstration of how the FoodGenie application works in real time. Thank you. So this is the platform that we have created. And as you can see, there is a search bar over here where you can search the available restaurants that we have created. So these are the number of restaurants that I've created, like I've integrated into the platform. And you can clearly see the login part. I am logging in now using some random member, like as some random person, I'm logging in now. For example, we can take Jia Sharma. This is just for an example. And oh, sorry, we don't have an account called Jia Sharma. So first we have to register in that. So we have to keep the name over here as Jia Sharma, and we have to give the email ID. Let's assume it like Jia@123 and 123@gmail.com. Yes. And for the password, I'm going with the same thing. Jia@123. Jia@123. And for the phone number, you can give anything. So these are coming because I've tested a lot of things. So I'm just gonna type something about 10 digits. Okay, I'm keeping the avatar the same. So I'm just registering. Yes. Now you can see it has updated like Jia Sharma. And these are the restaurants that I've added for the temporary base. And let's go to any of the restaurant. I think for me, KFC is my favorite. So I'm going to that. And we can see multiple menu over here. Okay, let's add one dessert and mac and cheese and something like this. Okay, so we have the updated cart over here. So these are the cart items that we have added right now. And you can clearly see the order summary. And this is the total bill that we have generated. So now I'm clicking on the checkout option. See, it redirected to the Stripe account. So we have a payment gateway page like this. And you have to give some certain information because you're doing it for the first time. So I'm writing the name over here like this. And address, you can type anything. It's your choice. City also you can go with anything. The pin also anything works because this is just for testing part. You can give anything. It just finally works. And the state I'm again selecting where's Mumbai? Yeah, Maharashtra. And the number you can put anything that totally fine. And for the testing purpose, we're going with the credit card, like the card information 424242. This is the default thing for testing purpose. You can also do the same. And the month, I'm going with some random numbers, and the CVV part, also some random. Saving the info and pay. So it's processing right now, and you can check. Yes, we have directed to the page call. Your order has been successfully placed. And we can also go to orders and check the status of our order. Like here, we are getting the restaurant name, items that we have added, amount, and processing. It's still in the processing state, so it's showing that. And action also we can view. Like you can check the order number, like or order ID, delivery info, like the name of the person, phone, address, amount, everything, and the payment status also you can see, and the items also. So this is it. As we click on the icon, we've been redirected to the same home page. And I'll also show you one thing, like this is the same. By clicking on this, we have orders, profile, and logout options. So by clicking on orders, we've been getting the orders history. And on the profile, when you go, you can also edit your profile over here. Like I want to add Jia Sharma 123. By clicking just on the update, it will be update. You can see the pop-up over here. So that's what it will be getting displayed like this. And you can also log out. Yes, when you log out successfully, it comes like this. And you have to, like, suppose take one restaurant and add something to the add to cart. It just it redirects to the page called login page. Like without logging in, you can't add any items to the cart. That's what it says. So again, now I'm going to show another thing. So this is all about a general user login page, like general user logging in and checking out. So now I'm not putting the user thing. I'm now keeping the admin. So while developing this application, I've put my name as admin for testing purpose only. I've kept myself as admin. So I'm just logging in my details, like through my details. So we've logged in and yeah, so basically it's the admin thing. So I am myself, I've kept an as admin. So you can see in the UI page, we have delete, like, everywhere we're getting this. And we have add restaurant option also. This is just because I'll show you. This is the MongoDB of my MongoDB account. And you can see this while this is where we went, Data Explorer and Food app. In this users, you have to come to the users. And here I've tested with multiple users up to now. So here it's my name. So I given myself, my role as admin. Here, the other ones all are users. So that's what we have done earlier. That is the user login. You have just checked the workflow, how it works. Now I put myself as admin. Like you can also change yourself as an user also, but I kept myself as an admin. So now going back, here we can actually add a restaurant. Like you can put anything, like you can create any restaurant name. Like for suppose, let's consider Starbucks. Yes. Address you can give Hyderabad. And Coordinates, it's your choice. You can just put it. Image URL. Okay. For image URL purpose, I'm just typing Starbucks Hyderabad. So going to the images. Okay. I've clicked this image. Why it's not getting collected? Like, sorry. Now we're getting the copy image address. So I'm copying this image address and I'm going to the food project and I'm pasting it over here. See, it's created. So like this, you can do anything. Like on clicking on that also, you can add the menu either, like category name. You can add cold coffee. Like this. So it is very easy. You can delete also. And this is how you can do. Now we have 10 restaurants. Previous it was mine. Now it became 10 restaurants. You can also delete any one of these existed ones if you like to. So this is how we can actually do. And this is a complete project app, what I was like, what I have learned and developed in the MERN internship. So I'm glad to represent and share with you about this. So thank you so much.